When most people hear the words introvert and extrovert, they think of two opposites. Introverts are imagined as quiet, reserved, and happiest when they're alone, while extroverts are seen as outgoing, social, and energized by being around people. But the truth is, personality isn't always that simple. Many people don't fit neatly into either category. Instead, they carry traits of both worlds, moving between solitude and sociability with surprising ease. These individuals are often called extroverted introverts, also known as ambiverts. They might be talkative in one setting and completely withdrawn in another. They might enjoy parties but need long stretches of time alone afterward. Living in this middle ground can be confusing, both for the person experiencing it and for those trying to understand them. If you've ever felt like you don't fit perfectly into the introvert or extrovert box, you might just be an extroverted introvert. Today, we're going to explore 9 clear signs that this personality type might describe you. The first sign you're an extroverted introvert is that you enjoy socializing, but it drains you quickly. Unlike pure extroverts, who seem to gain endless energy from being around others, you have a social battery that runs out after a while. You can go to gatherings, laugh with friends, and even take the spotlight for a moment. But eventually, you hit a wall. Afterward, you need to retreat into solitude to recharge. People might assume you're outgoing because they see you at events, smiling and engaging. What they don't realize is that the next day, you may want nothing more than to stay home, curl up with a book, or simply sit in silence. This duality can be confusing for others, but for you, it's normal. You live in both worlds, loving connection but needing restoration through alone time. The second sign is that you prefer deep conversations over small talk. At first glance, you may come across as friendly and approachable. You can handle chit-chat when necessary, but it feels shallow and unsatisfying. What truly excites you is diving into meaningful topics, dreams, fears, philosophies, and experiences that reveal something real about a person. You're the kind of person who might feel restless at a surface-level conversation, but come alive when someone suddenly opens up about their passions or struggles. That's when you lean forward, your energy rising, because this is the kind of exchange that stimulates your mind. This craving for depth is what makes you introverted at the core. You're not interested in endless crowds or mindless chatter. You want connection that feels authentic and lasting. The third sign of being an extroverted introvert is that your energy in social settings depends on the people around you. In a group of like-minded friends, you can be the life of the party. Your humor, enthusiasm, and warmth flow effortlessly, making you appear extroverted. But if you're in a crowd where you don't feel understood, or among people who drain you, you shut down quickly. You become quiet, observant, and reserved, sometimes even mistaken for shy. This adaptability makes you hard to pin down. People who know you in one setting might describe you as bubbly and outgoing, while others might insist you're calm and reserved. Both are right. Your personality shifts with the environment because connection matters more to you than the setting itself. The fourth sign is that you can network and socialize well, but you don't crave it all the time. Extroverted introverts can perform brilliantly in social situations when needed. Whether it's networking at a professional event, meeting new people, or engaging in team activities. You can shake hands, make introductions, and even charm a room if necessary. But here's the catch. While you can do it, you don't always want to. Unlike extroverts who thrive on constant social contact, you have to mentally prepare yourself for these interactions. You might give it your all in the moment, but afterward you feel drained and long for solitude. People often mistake this for inconsistency, but really, it's balance. You're capable of social brilliance when it's important, but you're also deeply aware of your need to withdraw and reset. The fifth sign you're an extroverted introvert is that you're selective about your relationships. You may know many people, but you don't let just anyone into your inner circle. For you, quality matters far more than quantity. You might appear sociable, friendly, and approachable, but behind that exterior is a careful filter. You invest your energy in relationships that feel genuine, avoiding shallow or toxic connections. This is why you can have a large network but still feel like only a handful of people truly know you. To the world, you may look like an extrovert with lots of friends, but only you know how much thought goes into who you let close. This selectiveness is the introverted side of you, the part that guards your heart and values intimacy over attention. The sixth sign is that you can be both the center of attention and the observer. At times, you enjoy being in the spotlight. You can tell stories, entertain a crowd, or speak confidently when the situation calls for it. But just as easily, you can step back and let others take the stage. You don't feel a constant need to dominate social interactions, but you also don't shy away from them when the moment feels right. This ability to switch between roles makes you versatile. Some people might remember you as the one who lit up the room, while others might recall you sitting quietly, listening intently. This duality isn't inconsistency, it's adaptability. You know when to shine and when to observe, and both roles feel natural to you. The seventh sign of being an extroverted introvert is that you often surprise people with your need for solitude. Because you come across as outgoing in many situations, friends or colleagues might assume you're always up for social plans. They may expect you to say yes to every invitation, only to be shocked when you decline and spend the weekend alone. People sometimes misinterpret this as moodiness or flakiness, but in reality, it's just your way of maintaining balance. You genuinely enjoy social interaction, but without regular solitude, you feel overwhelmed. Your alone time isn't about loneliness. It's about recharging and reconnecting with yourself. This surprises people who only see your extroverted side, but for you, it's a vital part of who you are. The eighth sign is that you think before you speak, but when you do, you can be very expressive. Pure extroverts often speak as they think, processing their ideas out loud, while pure introverts may hold back entirely. You fall somewhere in between. You take time to consider your words, but when you finally share them, they come out with energy and enthusiasm. This makes you a thoughtful communicator, someone who balances reflection with expressiveness. People may find your words impactful because they sense that you've given them thought, yet your delivery still carries the liveliness of an extrovert. It's a powerful combination that makes others listen, because your words feel both deliberate and dynamic. The ninth and final sign you're an extroverted introvert is that you feel like you live in two worlds at once. There are days when you thrive on connection, soaking up the energy of others and feeling fully alive in their presence. And then there are days when you retreat into your own world, shutting the door and savoring silence. This push and pull can sometimes feel confusing, like you're not sure where you truly belong. But the truth is, you belong in both spaces. You're not half introvert and half extrovert. You're a whole person who simply spans the spectrum. You understand the richness of solitude and the joy of connection, and you've learned to honor both sides of yourself. This balance is your strength, even if it sometimes makes you feel misunderstood. When you look at all 9 signs together, enjoying socializing but needing recovery, craving deep conversations, adjusting your energy to the people around you, being socially capable but not always craving it, being selective about relationships, shifting between the spotlight and observation, surprising others with your need for solitude, blending thoughtfulness with expressiveness, and living in two worlds. You see the complexity of being an extroverted introvert. It's not about being confused or indecisive. It's about balance. It's about having the best of both introversion and extroversion in a way that makes you adaptable, insightful, and unique. While others may try to put you in a box, you've learned that your personality refuses to be limited to one label. And in a world that often oversimplifies people, that's a beautiful thing.